I remember 4 years ago, our Justice Department contacts said the number one threat is going in to the final election before Obama leaves office, and that they were planning to start a race war with different organizations and groups. They tried it with Trayvon Martin. We now know the Justice Department and the Attorney General, who's above the law with Hillary, are commanding Black Lives Matter. We know Google, Facebook, Twitter, Apple are all pushing it. The president came out today and blamed the police and said they need to reform themselves, as if Dallas cops had something to do with what happened in Minnesota. We are critics of corruption in the police, but my God, we don't support civil war and this craziness. And I didn't believe it 4 years ago that Obama would try to suspend the election or use it to throw it for Hillary. But even Jesse Jackson's come out and blamed Trump and his supporters today for what happened. So this is just crazy. And so we're here on Facebook Mentions and on Twitter, Periscope, and other systems covering this. But let's go look at drudgereport.com right now and just look at these headlines. Well, I said today when I went on air, there will be more copycat attacks. Then this Black Liberation Group came out and took credit and said there will be more attacks. Cops targeted across America. 3 more cops shot in Missouri, Tennessee, and Georgia for just being white. This is the mind control of people like this reported shooter, where he really believes he's a hero. I mean, that'd be like if a black person attacked me and I just went out and randomly killed some random black person. It's the most idiotic BS. And a lot of idiots are like, oh, you must be threatened by this, is why you're trying to be nice. I'm trying to stop civil war in this country. If 6% of the country being black males thinks that having some war with everybody else is going to be successful, I do some math again. The truth is almost all black people and white people, you name it, just humans don't want this. This is horrible what's going on. But just look at these headlines.
Well, here's an interesting one about this martial law thing with Black Lives Matter. DeRay McKesson had his phone hacked. He's talking with Loretta Lynch. We spoke 2 weeks ago. They really want us to start pushing how racist Trump is now instead of waiting so others can start getting protesters ready to shut both conventions down. Talking with the Justice Department about shutting down presidential elections, that's freaking crazy. If we can get both elections shut down for messing over Bernie and having racist Trump, then get martial law declared so Obama can stay in office. Now, we don't know if these are actual tweets that really got from his phone or not, but he did confirm he was hacked.
And that's the Baltimore Sun.
Yeah.
And what's worse is it doesn't matter if this is completely accurate or not, because this is what they're doing.
Yeah, exactly.
The president comes out and pushes it like it's a good thing what's going on. I mean, this is crazy. And look, Civil War, New York Post.
Right. But look, during all this, Hillary finally talks about her FBI scandal with the emails. So during all this, when nobody even cares now, the country has turned its eye towards Dallas, she's going to come out and talk about the email scandal. Everybody in her camp is happy that this happened, I can tell you
This
that.
is communist communist textbook. I want to be clear. This is not a communist conspiracy we face. They're using communist tactics that have overthrown other nations. Let's look at some of the articles on Infowars.com. Special report, Dallas police massacre, part of UN plan to overthrow America. The Justice Department says the UN must run your police or we'll just basically arrest you, sue you, turn Black Lives Matter loose to kill you. This is what's going on. The good news is people understand what's happening. Facebook, we just posted a video. It allows all these groups to celebrate the massacre of police, but shuts down just mainline libertarian sites. And again, 3 more officers shot following Dallas massacre. We're going to be following it all at Infowars.com. But here's the final equation. Obama, Soros are behind what's happened here. That's the reality. And I want to just tell the trendy whites and Black Lives supporters and all of you something, you idiots. Because I live here in Austin around a lot of so-called liberals that are really just mental patient basket cases that never got out of their house when they were kids. I mean, I'm serious. These are really domesticated folks. I'm surprised they aren't wearing diapers at age 30. I want to explain something to you jackasses, okay? 258 blacks got killed in 2015. Look up the Justice Department's own numbers. Period, by police. 990 citizens, period, out of 330 plus million. I don't like cops generating revenue, violating rights, stuff like that. I criticize it all day. I've written books on it. I'm like the leader of that. But I want to reform things, not cause a civil war or shoot cops when they're pumping gas in the back of the head. Since police started slow rolling 3 years ago in the black communities, crime's more than tripled. 2,000 people got shot in 2015. It's up this year, by the way. 2,000 people, look it up. In fact, Google it for folks. 2,000 shot in Chicago in 1 year. 92% were black. That's CNN's own Justice Department numbers. Over 500 died.
Yeah, more than 2,000 shot in Chicago this year.
That's right. That's this year, 2,000 almost. The year before it was 2,000 total. So 6 months in, 7 months in, it's 2,000 this year. That's a new article. I saw that one too today. You got 500 plus black people killed last year in Chicago, mainly by other black folks. That's more than cops killed in the entire nation in one city. Again, this is a war of perception. I talked about 3 weeks ago, my daughters at my parents' house saw an ad for the Shallows with these great white sharks eating everybody. They'd always gotten in the ocean with me. I went down to the coast the next week, they wouldn't get in the water. I mean, look, I don't like it when I drive to some checkpoint and the cops are violating rights. I get out and expose what they're doing. There's some bad cops out there, but this thing of it's like the citizens versus the cops. The globalists know revolution's coming to America against the tyranny of the foreign banks that run us, the TPP, the Brexit, all of it, the EU. World government's out in the open. Their only hope is getting us ethnically, religiously, regionally fighting with each other. And I'm telling you, Obama could really suspend the election, call it a civil emergency, you name it. All I know is this is clearly orchestrated, and I've never seen anything in American politics like it. And it's not going to be good for anybody but the globalists. Rob, you want to go over some of this news for people?
Well, here's that Washington Times article I was talking about. Police kill more whites than blacks, but minority deaths generate more outrage. And this is all done with the media. This is a plan to basically highlight any of these instances that
and
can
puff
be
them up,
sort of questionable.
But show the 2,000 shot in Chicago.
Yeah, here it is.
Show them. WGN
TV, right here. WGN TV. More than 2,000 shot in Chicago this year so far. Now, since 2010, there have been over 12,000 shootings in Chicago. And they have the highest, the most ridiculous draconian gun laws in the country, next to California.
And it's 92% black on black. I mean, all I'm saying is, okay, great. Okay, 258 blacks got shot by cops. Let's just say all the cops were guilty, which of course they weren't. They think just a few percent were illegitimate shootings. Whatever. It's like I'm not defending the police. I'm not trying to start a civil war run by George Soros, who's financing Black Lives Matter and the damn White House. They admit they got hacked. Are all these emails accurate? I don't know. All I know is George Soros is pushing this whole thing. So what do you think below, here on Facebook, here on YouTube, here on everywhere else? And we'll be back throughout the weekend covering all this at Infowars.com. But whatever you do, if you think this video has pertinent info, add more info below. We'll research it. Send these links on to everybody you know. Send the links on Infowars.com/show where the free video feeds are. When we go live, there'll be feeds there. We'll send out alerts for folks that sign up for our free email alerts at Infowars.com/newsletter. Whatever you do, this is crazy, and this is how the elite control us. This is so sick. This is so sad. And
here's a map you can see. Since 2010, they've had over 2,600 victims. It looks like every year. 2013 and 2014, it was under 20.
Yeah, it's always 2,000 shot.
But look, yeah, 2,000,
and over 500 dying. Over 500 dying, almost all black, and it's not even on the radar, man. That's crime statistics right there.
Yeah.
Show folks.
That's straight. Here's the map. It shows you where they happen.
But see, it doesn't matter. It's like, oh, whatever. Well, a black person goes to another black person. Who cares? It's like, what? I mean, this is all in Democrat-run gun control, gun confiscation zones. They just make it a criminal shooting spree. It's just crazy. And they're coming after the guns, folks. They're coming after the media. I couldn't believe Obama came out and said the police are at fault and today and said that they need to reform themselves. That's like, how are the Dallas police guilty of what some cop did in Minnesota? All right, I'm done talking about it. We'll have more reports. The Nightly News is coming up in about an hour and a half. Infowars Nightly News, prisonplanet.tv, infowars.com/show. All the coverage is there. We're on top of this. We're dominating the internet right now. We'll get this stuff out. So is drudgereport.com. It crashed earlier today. We've got like 10,000 plus people a second who are new. A second coming into the site right now. So the good news is, they try to censor us and control us. When we had cameras on the border showing open borders, and then it was on Drudge. People aren't stopping the signal. So everybody on Periscope, everybody on Facebook, everybody just be sure and get these videos out because the system does not want this information to get out. Infowars.com/show. Rob, do a final comment.
Yeah, and be sure you download these and put them on other platforms too. We don't care what you do with our videos. Take them, cut them up with other videos, put them out there. It's really important that we get the word out on these instances, especially showing Facebook and how they censor people who are just critical of something. Not even calling for violence, just critical of Muslims or something pro-Trump. Those people are censored, but then you can have depictions of slitting cops' throats, and that's fine. That's okay. And it's not okay. Because all that's going to do is create more instances where this keeps going and escalates. And believe me, you don't want a race war this summer. You're not going to win it. Okay? All you're going to do is create more division, and then the government who's starting all this...
The only way to win is not to play the game.
There you go. Just like war games. It's the only way to win. So stay vigilant out there. Have your cameras ready, and download these videos and put them on other platforms. We can't be everywhere at once. That's all I got to say. Infowars.com.
I love one of these commenters says, fuck old white shit face. What does that mean?